This is the in and out challenge. The first one I'll walk, and then I will next one post trot sit jog. So you're going to want to stop on the first one when you walk at your right spot, and then your first step should be a lateral movement out. And in this case, I asked him to walk forward first, and then he really didn't move off my leg like I wanted or give his nose. He wasn't focused, so he finally starts to bend here with his nose, and then I should have squeezed with my leg more and had him bend, but he did give me the room I wanted, and then we finished tight. You'll see a much better example of it on the second barrel, but this horse is very lazy. This is Rocky, and this is our first time doing it as well, after maybe walking and trotting on the rail for about 10 minutes. So as you can see, I asked him to whoa here, and I would recommend doing a good warm-up before you go to the barrels. So and you can, like on the rail, walking, maybe some face flexing left, right, and down, and then maybe some post trot sit jog if you need to do your transitions, or it just depend on what you're working on. And then you can even do some big circles each way, trotting and loping to warm them up too. But here you can see I asked him to whoa, and then watch this one's correct. I get his attention here because again he's lazy, but then see I use more inside leg, squeeze an inside hand, and his first step was a lateral movement. So you'll see right here, instead of just going forward, this is called in and out. So you're already in. I'm at a 3-foot pocket, and I want to move him out about 6 or 7 feet. So I pick up my inside hand and squeeze with my inside leg, and I ask him, and I put weight in my outside stirrup, and I say, see that right front foot is moving. I ask that right front and then left front to follow. Then notice his back feet are in closer than his outside feet. I mean, and front feet, sorry. His back feet are in closer and his front feet are out further. And that's what you're looking for. And then you have to do it with shaping and releasing to maintain forward motion. And you also keep a little lateral movement and step out on the back side as well. So in the diagram, I show it as like 7-5-3, but in actuality, you can stay like 7-7-3 or 6-6-3. And the idea is that they're respecting giving their nose and picking up their shoulder, and they're thinking there's a barrel, pick up my shoulder, step away from the barrel, instead of there's a barrel, drop my shoulder. So I pet him there because that was light for Rocky. And then we go to the third barrel, nice straight line, like I'm going almost straight at the barrel. Over finish, you want to over finish the barrel. So I go almost like I'm going to over finish the barrel and go straight at the third. Ideally a straight line is best, but when sometimes you're wanting to exaggerate something, you can kind of over finish a barrel. So in this case, I have to drop him with his feet because he's lazy. Then I say, whoa, I take my legs off, say, whoa, and he stops nice. And then my first movement, my weight goes in my outside stirrup, my inside hand and leg go get nose and shoulder, and see that lateral movement he made out. My outside rein is strictly for balance. It's not doing anything but just there. And then keeping the nose and shoulder, and then letting him finish tight. So I'm going to go ahead and speed this up till I come back around at a trot for the sake of time. So now I'm going to post trot, and then I'm going to sit jog. And then once I sit jog, you'll see me start to use my inside hand and leg together and ask him to make a lateral movement away. Now he just went in straight. I didn't really like this. He's really stiff to the right, and there he's moving away from my inside leg, but he's not giving me very much nose. I can't really zoom out to show you there. There, now he gives me his nose finally, and then I let him finish with my inside hip, and my outside leg should be tapping a little closer to my front cinch, but that's okay. So now I am almost going straight at the barrel. I didn't make a big move over yet. I'm going 3 feet, just a gradual leave the first barrel and go about 3 feet. And then I sit and really start tapping with my inside hand and leg. My weight's in my outside stirrup, and I ask him for that lateral movement of out, and I keep that lateral bend and then finish tight. So it's the same thing. So coming in here, posting. Then I sit but inside hand and leg while keeping weight on the outside to get nose and shoulder, and try to keeping a sit jog because he's lazy. So I have to really cluck at him. Posting, going almost straight at the barrel, sit, and then make a lateral movement. Front feet move further out than the back feet, and keep that as I go around. Again, you can go 7-5-3, 6-6-3, whatever works for you. And then again, I sit and I step out. So I'm getting nose and shoulder. So in and outs are great for horses that anticipate and want to turn at their shoulder. They're great for horses that just want to get flat and drop on their front end. So this is the challenge, to do the in and outs. And I'll also add a couple other videos and a diagram as well. So let me make that a little bigger. But so you'll go to your normal arc, whatever that is, and either stop or rate. And then instead of going to a 3 or 4 foot pocket, you'll make them make their first step laterally out and go maybe 6 or 7 feet out here, spot 1 and 2, and then you can finish tighter. And then go like you're almost going straight at the barrel, and either stop or move out laterally, 663 again or 753, and then go straight and then stop. Or if you're walking, you can stop. But the first step's always a lateral movement from the time that you sit for rate or stop. Laterally step out with nose in, shoulder out, so your weight's in your outside stirrup, and you use your inside hand and leg. So that is a challenge, and I hope you give it a try. It's a really good one. You can even do it at a slow lope. Of course, you'll change your lead when you leave the first barrel. And then you can do it a slow lope too. And you would not use in and outs in competition. In competition, you'd go back to doing straight or longer, but it's a wonderful tune-up if you have a horse that's just feeling flat or anticipates or just ignoring your inside hand and leg, just to make them give you some more room. And you can really overdo it even if you wanted to and go 10 feet out, 10 feet. So it would be, if this was the barrel, you'd go arc 10, 10, 3, and then barrel 10, 10, 3. And just by shifting your weight in the outside stirrup, that's going to help you move out more. Then you back it up with your inside hand and leg. So give it a try. I think you'll like it.